Because the number of Koreans in the United States has grown, because commercial aviation is a lot cheaper than it used to be, being Korean American now can mean living in the United States for a time, going back to Korea for a time, and having essentially a transnational life that wasn't possible 1 or 2 generations ago.
Definitely moving around between America and Korea has had a big effect on me, and culturally and socially. And it allowed me to expand my worldview, culturally. I just see a lot of things in America that I wouldn't see normally in Korea and vice versa. But I would say, I wouldn't say I lean towards one country more than others, but it's just when I'm there, I just try to be present and kind of embody their culture when I'm there for that moment.
I think how do Korean Americans express themselves, I think is, I guess for me that's really the question that I've been trying to formulate in scholarly ways, right? So in ways that I can start to trace a lineage or genealogy or just a collection, a constellation of Korean American voices and engagements with language. In the case of hip-hop, I think Korean Americans have, the ones that come to my mind and the ones that, the artists that I am interested in working with, Denizen Kane, who's from Chicago, his real name is Dennis Kim, I believe, and Dumbfounded Jonathan Park from LA. So these two are interesting because I think these two artists are just very good at what they do. And what they do is take language and take forms.
I definitely don't feel like I'm tied down to either culture, either Korean or American. I can easily go between one or the other, when most appropriate, obviously, but I definitely don't feel like I'm strongly this one, or I'm strongly that one, or I'm definitely not this one. I'm definitely both in a lot of different ways, but there's no constraint for me to be one thing.
In a sense, you're both Korean and American, and you're really not one or the other, and that's something that I really kind of didn't understand. It's hard to know, it's kind of hard to understand who you are, because your parents are from Korea and they've been and they've lived in Korea, but you've only heard and speak a language that you only keep at home.
I think definitely being able to speak Korean and having that dualism does open doors, just because I'm not only relating to American people and through English, but English also is another thing where it opens other doors in different countries. But I feel like when I go to Korea, I'm also able to assimilate into their culture and understand them because I also speak Korean. And so yeah, it's kind of like these two doors that allow me to go through both instead of just one.